to speak for yourself. Let's head to Baltimore, where the Ravens are 5-1, but there are still some question marks. Lamar Jackson's passing numbers, including touchdowns and yards, are down through the first 6 games compared to his MVP season a year ago. But Lamar doesn't seem to think it's a problem. Listen.
I don't think I slip. It's certain situations in the game. You have to throw in certain windows with the guys putting their arms up, trying to slap the ball. There was a lot of tip passes, I'll say, during our games, and I'll be trying to find angles. It's how the game's going. You know, my emotions probably flare up depending on that, but it's just a competitive edge. You know, I don't like to mess up, and I feel like our guys should feel the same way.
Acho, you concerned Lamar Jackson peaked last year?
I'm not concerned because he did.
You got shoulder again? Yeah, body language telling on yourself.
I'm not concerned. If I was lying, I'd be looking left more. So I'd be talking to you like this. You look left when you're lying. No, I'm not concerned, bro, because he did peak last year. But we've seen this throughout the NFL. After you win an MVP, your numbers are going to be down. It should be surprising. Patrick Mahomes, 52 touchdowns MVP year, 28 the following season. Tom Brady, 32, 31. Matt Ryan, 38, his MVP year, 20 touchdowns the following season. And we'll talk about Cam Newton, 45 touchdowns of MVP year, 24 the following season. The question for me, Marcellus, is very simple. Which peak is this? Aaron Rodgers has peaked a couple times. Tom Brady peaked a couple times. I'm giving this to y'all in graph form. Many of y'all may not have gone to class or watching this show, so you probably should be studying. So I'm going to educate y'all a little quick.
Oh, wow.
Tom Brady's in red. Aaron Rodgers in green. Cam Newton in light purple. Lamar Jackson in yellow. Look at the numbers. The high numbers are how many total touchdowns they got. What that means is Tom Brady, he peaked. But he's peaked about 3 times. 50 touchdowns, 45 touchdowns, 36 touchdowns. Cam Newton, he peaked. 45 touchdowns, his MVP year. But Marcellus, he only peaked once. Aaron Rodgers, he peaked, but he's peaked twice. 45 touchdowns one year, 40 another year. And then Lamar Jackson last year with his 43. We can get rid of the graph. Y'all get the point. The point is, Tom Brady peaked, but he played long enough, good enough, to have 3 peaks. Aaron Rodgers peaked. He peaked in 2010, but he played long enough, good enough to be on his 3rd peak. Cam Newton peaked. He peaked in 2015, but he hasn't played long enough, healthy enough to peak again. Lamar Jackson peaked last year. My question is only, will he play long enough, healthy enough to see another peak?
He has not peaked in any form, any fashion, any graph. He has not peaked. Oh, my God. The defense calls the accused Lamar Demetrius Jackson Jr. to the stand. Okay, sit down, big dog. Unanimous MVP, only 2 in history, and you're one of them. I'm talking to you right now. And I'm going to talk for Lamar Jackson because he said it there, but no one's going to believe him because he's defending himself. So I'll do the defending for him. Let's talk about the game of football. What's most important is wins and losses. We get that. But also, there's some indicators that tell you how a team is doing in terms of those wins and losses. Turnovers, obviously, is a key indicator. But another one is the point differential. And I wonder who's leading the league with 75 in point differential this year. Oh, the Baltimore Ravens. No one wants to talk about that. That's not headline news. I understand that, Acho. Let me sum up who this guy is. And my coach warned me, and I think he should have known you to warn you. Never get bored with success. Because when you get bored with success, all of a sudden your expectations change, and what stimulates you, what excites you, changes as well. You have now been seduced by his greatness to a point where you're bored with his success. You have now become Bill Polian. Oh, stop. Let me leave Bill Polian alone. You look like him right now, the words coming out of your mouth. There is I don't know if it's a campaign, but there's certainly a narrative out there that is so displaced that Lamar Jackson can't throw the football, Lamar Jackson can't play the quarterback position, and Lamar Jackson has fallen off compared to last year. So I hate to do this to you, Acho, but I got to hit you with a full screen. And this might be my favorite full screen ever because it really condemns those who are running with this narrative. Never slip, never fall. This is Lamar Jackson this year compared to Lamar Jackson last year. Is his passer rating better or worse? Oh, better. Acho said his numbers are regressing. I don't think so. Passing touchdowns and interceptions. He's 1 touchdown off of last year, and last year was a unanimous MVP campaign. His touchdown percentage actually has increased. His rushing average, people saying, I'm not seeing the same highlight plays. Maybe you're not watching. Has increased. Rushing touchdowns the exact same year to year. And most important stat, according to Acho and me, and the reason we play the game, he's winning more this year than he did last year. Please take that off because the defense rests. And Lamar Demetrius Jackson Jr., you may now take your seat.
Marcellus, here's the problem. Whenever you give me a full screen, and I don't see like blatant numbers like passing yards, rushing yards, and I have to see pass touchdown percentage. I just want to always know you up to something, because you won't give me the numbers that you find in the standard analytics. You got to dig and search through advanced analytics.
5-1 is not standard. Wins and losses.
Here's
not standard.
Lamar,
TD interceptions is not
what
standard?
we can agree on.
What football are you talking about?
What we can agree on is simple. Lamar Jackson's success is his biggest enemy. Like, Lamar Jackson is still better than everybody else.
Oh, now we on the same
said
side.
that, no, but he did peak. Think about this.
He did not peak,
Let's talk track real quick before we got to get out of here. Let's talk track real quick. Usain Bolt, 9.57. That's the world record. Fastest man to have ever done it. That was his peak. It doesn't mean that he's still not better than a lot of other people.
I get it.
But that was his peak. Flojo, fastest woman to have ever run. She ran 10.46 in the 100 meters. On average, about 11 women, 10, 15 women walking the earth can run under 11 seconds, to give y'all context. Like, she ran 10.46. That was her peak. It's not to say she wasn't better than other people when but that was her peak. I'm only saying that what we saw last year was Lamar Jackson's peak. I'm not saying he's bad. Not saying he's still not better than everybody else. Not saying the Ravens aren't still great. I'm just saying that season, MVP season, was his first peak.
Oh, my God. All I want to say is he's winning more, throwing fewer interceptions, and only one touchdown off a unanimous MVP pace. And for correction, the world record is 9.58, not 9.57. See? You don't know what you're talking about. All right, coming up, Ryan Fitzpatrick said his heart hurt when Tua, what's his last name? Was named the starter. We'll tell you if we feel sorry for him next. Speak for yourself.